In my previous life, my husband Lucian Walker tells me he wants to take care of his widowed sister-in-law, Lena Morgan, and take her as his second wife after I refuse. Lena throws herself off a cliff while pregnant, killing both herself and the pups as the Wolf King. Lucian chains me on a cliff top and lets vultures tear at my flesh. Day after day, he gouges out my eyes and snarls. You lied about your fertility to trick me, then drove Lena and her unborn pups to their deaths. This is your punishment. My son, Pierce Walker, whom I pour my life into raising, stabs me 9999 times. If Lena were my mother, I would be strong. This is all your fault. They never know that without my gift for bearing children, Lucian has no heir at all when I open my eyes again. I am back on the day Lucian proposes taking Lina as his second wife, Arya, before my brother died. I promised him, I'd look after Lina. She is carrying my pups, now I have to marry her. Lucian Walker said. I snapped my eyes open. This wasn't tea, the cold, damp cliff summit where I had been chained. The air carried no scent of blood and no trace of decay. A large hand waved in front of me, the wrist still wrapped with the love knot bracelet I had braided for him. Arya, if you are angry, you can hit me or yell at me, just agree to let me marry Lena, Lucian said anxiously, his brows drawn tight. His words were all too familiar, and so was the scene before me. I had come back to life. I had returned to the very day Lena Morgan revealed her pregnancy, and Lucian announced he would marry her as his second wife to honor the promise he made to his late brother. I was a princess of the bird tribe, and Lena had been the maid assigned to serve me when I married. Our kind was famed for our fertility, said to lay dozens of eggs in a single brood. Yet, after being married to Lucian for 500 years, I had produced only a single egg. Our son, Pierce Walker, hatching him had drained nearly all of my strength, leaving me barely clinging to life. Meanwhile, Lena had somehow seduced Calder Walker and become his wife in just 200 years. She laid 8 eggs, each pup strong and gifted. Soon, rumors began to spread through the pack, claiming that my supposed fertility was nothing but a lie. They said I had made up the whole thing just to marry Lucian. After Calder died in battle, Lena wasted no time turning her sights on Lucian. Before long, she turned up pregnant when I stayed silent. Lucian reached out to tuck a loose strand behind my ear, his touch so gentle it felt as if he were afraid I might shatter, but only I knew what those hands had done to me in my previous life. How they carved away my flesh, broke my bones one by one, and tossed them to the vultures. I swallowed the rage and forced a faint smile. It is fine if you've made up your mind, I agree. Lucian's eyes widened. Arya, you really mean it? Pierce practically hopped in place, his face lighting up. Mom said yes. Dad, go tell Lena right now. She'll be very happy. I lowered my lashes and nodded as if I were meekly giving in. My nails had already bitten into my palm. Lucian kissed my forehead, and every inch of my skin crawled. He grabbed Pierce's arm and headed out. Rest well, he said over his shoulder. Pierce and I will tell Lena the good news so she can focus on the pregnancy. The moment the door closed, all the strength drained out of me, and I collapsed into the chair. Every bone in my body ached. A chill ran through me. When no one was watching, I drew power into my palm until a thin strand of silver light gathered there. I slid my written note into a sealed capsule and sent it to the Tiger tribe using a hidden spell. The wedding is in 7 days. I need your help. That day, I let out a breath of relief after I wrote the message. In my previous life, the heir of the Tiger tribe, Keaton Voss, wrote to me after he learned that Lucian and Lena wanted to get married. He offered to help me leave Lucian, but I turned him down this time. I wouldn't make the same mistake again. As the capsule went on its way, the weight on my chest finally eased. Just then, the door creaked open. Lena stepped in with a barely showing belly. Arya, were you asleep? I kept my face flat. What do you want? She stopped a few steps away from me, her eyes shining with open glee. Look at me, isn't my belly bigger already? You used to be the bird tribe's lofty princess, and I was just the maid who followed you around. But now, Lucian says this might be triplets, maybe even quintuplets when that happens. Do you really think you'll still be the queen wolf? I let a faint smile touch my lips. If you wanted Lucian, you could have said so, and I would have given him to you. No need to work this hard or turn yourself into a waddling brood. So just to make sure everyone notices your belly. Her smile stiffened, and the hand she pointed at me